I start doing like Peon do and collaborating with the other celebrities.
Peon?
Yeah.
Peon?
Peon.
Who's Peon?
Your friend.
Well, he's not your friend?
No.
Is that actual beef?
Yeah.
Really?
The fuck?
That's not actual. We did a stream recently.
Huh?
We did a thing recently.
He still texts me to this day. I don't reply.
But what actually happened?
I don't.
You shot the arrows.
You know when I exposed?
Ryan?
Remember when I exposed fake pranks? Ooh. Remember when I exposed? You don't want me to put my shoes on the couch.
Oh, that's fair. Thank you.
Remember when I exposed fake pranks and everybody else said, "Oh, our pranks are real. His are fake."
Yes.
The same shit with ViewBotting. And N3on still, like there was a clip of him yesterday, defends his views. He was like, oh, cap me at 1,000 viewers. I'm going to go somewhere else and show how strong I'm, da-da-da. He's still a dickhead who will use the word wallah to say I'm not ViewBotting. Well, me, wallahi, on everything I've ever loved, I know for a fact and can prove that N3on view bots. But my anger comes from the game. So my anger comes from him still hiding behind that facade. And then you have Kick trying to tell me, are you guys not seeing N3on? He's on what's up.
Didn't they do the same thing to you though? And you said the same thing, no?
Here's the difference, right? N3on for a year had 60,000 viewers consistently. It was up to 90,000 to 120 while I was in rehab. That's when Kick allowed shit. That's when they still paid people based on how many views you had until they saw that people can inflate your numbers like him, right? They ruined the game while I was in rehab. And that's why I have so much resentment. So then when I come out, right? He had 60 the whole year. Then how all of a motherfucking sudden 1 month does it drop to 30 and nobody says a goddamn thing? Oh shit, guess what? Now it dropped to 10, 13. And no one said a goddamn thing. So I don't care, but I said it when I knew statistically proven through me going live at the same time at X and during that course of time having over 300,000 total viewers tap into my X stream, but they kept me at Kick at a certain number that wouldn't go higher or wouldn't go lower. That's being botted. All they're doing is treating N3on the same as they've been treating everybody else and putting him in his place and leaving it there. And he's trying to act like they're against him because he deserves more viewers. It's not. So until he comes out publicly and says, yes, this is right, I did ViewBot, it's on.
So you actually don't like the guy?
Yes. Wallahi.
Oh, damn.
I hate one, and I knew this shit. I said, when I come out and say it, everyone's gonna say they don't, and defends it. I don't give about all the other that do it too. He's the one who did it like to a point where it's like, are you dumb or stupid? 120,000 people aren't sitting at home on their desktop watching a skinny Indian kid. No disrespect, but they're not. Because I have proof of the real numbers. Because I have a percentage of what he puts out to the audience. But when people see me with 15,000 viewers, they want to say ViewBotting, but they don't want to went from 60 to 30 to 13. And yesterday they capped him at 1. And the second he complained about it, they dropped him up to 12. That's who I am, the crash out who exposes this industry.
Oh, man.
I ain't gonna be a streamer for much longer. I ain't a streamer. I'm a fucking artist who happens to stream. We don't fuck with peons. We don't fuck with N3on. G7 shit, go electric like I'm Elon. If I say it's smoke, that's some shit we can't agree on.
Okay, I didn't know it was that actually deep.
It is. He doesn't know. He still texts me, hey, hope you're well.
But he's a nice guy.
A nice guy can't be a con man?
I mean, yeah, of course they can.
Exactly. He's a nice guy.
But like,
he's a nice kid.
There's this whole thing though that, you know, keeping up, right? There's this whole concept.
Keeping up with the Joneses. But he's the one who inflated the numbers while I was in rehab. It wasn't happening. N3on took my spot after I went into rehab, and he had a manager at the time.
But is that why you're mad?
They inflate. I'm mad that they inflated the numbers and made the game something it wasn't. At that time, the only person who crossed that threshold of views, respectfully, because it's just how it has to look for the public appearance, is Aiden Ross, Kai Cenat, Speed, right? N3on put himself on that Mount Rushmore by inflating his numbers to that point, getting everybody to reinflate their numbers higher and changing the game. Kick changed their whole pay structure because of people like him. They used to pay based on your live viewers. Once somebody like him view bots to that and other people start doing it, they can't do that no more. But N3on still gets that royalty treatment because they signed the deal for him based on those numbers. So they're not going to let him die now and make it seem like he has 1,000 viewers, or else it would look like what? He fell off. So they have to keep him high. And he's just having a hissy fit because now they're saying, no, N3on, You can't view bot to 30,000 anymore. We'll give you 13,000. You can pretend to be there, but we're not going to do more.
So with how many viewers do you think he actually has?
Probably at a low 3,450, at a high in the past when shit was popping, probably could get to
7,000 or
7,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, the numbers on stream are fake. They don't really get those views.
Do you think that happens on other platforms as well?
Yes, it's all over Twitch, all of them.
But even YouTube, et cetera, people buying shit.
YouTube is the one. When we did YouTube, you couldn't do that at the time. So I don't know if YouTube you can do it now, but my experience from YouTube is you can't.
Yeah. I know you can buy views.
You could buy likes, you could buy Instagram, and a lot of them do that too.
Yeah.
This whole game is artificial, and that's what I'm here to do. Why I want to be successful in music is so I can finally say, fuck, I don't have to be a slave to stream to make money anymore, and I can make money from music. Fuck streaming. This game is so trash. If you knew the truth behind it, ViewBotting is just the tip of the iceberg. And he's a part of the reason it's as ruined as it is. And if he wants to have a one-on-one conversation with me, I'll have all the documents. I'll have the ViewBotters on the phone. I'll have everything. I'll discuss with him, and he can prove that he doesn't ViewBot if he wants to respond. He'd be stupid to. Because I'm going to expose this year regardless, whether he wants it to happen now or wants it to happen in 6 months. I'm going to release a whole documentary that exposes the person who taught me about ViewBotting, and this is what I do feel bad about because I broke his trust in that, is him. Before I came back to streaming in 2024, I called him. Hey, I need you to tell me something. He said, what? Is ViewBotting real? Do you guys really ViewBot?
That's what you said to him.
On the phone. His response, Fousey, everyone ViewBots. Names every single person in the game. I don't need to re-say their names right now. Huh?
Even on Twitch?
Even on Twitch. He says all them. My jaw's dropped. And I go, really? And I go, how much does that cost? He tells me a price that I wouldn't have in my dream, and he pays this monthly. ViewBotting is not cheap. It's expensive. I'm like, I'm not going to go back to streaming. I can't afford it. And then he goes, oh, and you also now got to pay clippers. What? Yeah, we pay our clippers to get us clips on. So the whole game is a pay-to-play system. Because you have to pay for your ViewBots to get the kick deal. Then you have to pay your clippers to clip you to stay viral. I don't have that money. That's why I wasn't going to come back to streaming.
What about the Twitch? Excuse me. What about the X and like the people who are posting all the content constantly?
What do you mean?
You know, like the accounts like
Fearbug, Clip Season, Scuba Ryan.
Yeah.
What about them? They get paid.
They getting paid.
Yeah, like I even pay them.
Okay.
I run now a clipping server where people get paid based on, I think it's like per 1,000 views of what they get. It's a pay-to-play system, Brad.
Yeah.
And N3on literally said, and when I asked him about the view, I was like, my heart was broken that day. I remember, I'll show you text messages between me and him. I saved everything that says my heart is broken. He goes, don't worry, bro, all this shit. But I literally told him, I said, I was like, I don't want to pay in a pay-to-play system. And I said, but wait, what do you mean? Don't viewers matter, live viewers? He goes, nah, people only care about clips now. The stream, it doesn't matter if there's only one person watching you. As long as you get clipped and you pay clippers to clip you, you're good. So you just try to focus on getting the clip. My heart was shattered.
It does kind of seem that way. I mean, like when I'll just see certain streamers.
Look, if he wants to, sorry for cutting you off.
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. This pissed me off. If he wants to do that, that's fine. It's his own violation, his own discretion. What pisses me off, he still goes live and says, oh, I don't do that. Kick on. Noties didn't go out. Like, I know he's young and he's not ready for that. And I'm using him to teach the lesson because he's the one who publicly says he doesn't do it the most. And he's the motherfucker that started it.
It's almost like in the fitness industry, and people would just say that they're natty.
And it pisses me off. It happened with the pranks, and now it's happening with ViewBots. Interesting.
Well, fuck, man.
I got dick. Bitch, I'm trying to fuck Sam Frank.
Pay to play, I guess.
I feel bad every time that song plays, I do feel bad for Sam Frank.
Why?
She's a sweetheart. She's the nicest girl. I didn't want to have to, like, to me, and I know this is so, like, I used her as, like, it's like, you were in the way. I'm sorry. You were the sacrificial lamb. You were the martyr for what? Your man's actions in life. Like a man has to represent his girl's actions and a girl has to represent his own. If a girl slaps a man who has a boyfriend in the bar, the guy is about to beat up the guy, not the girl. But if the guy, like, it's like you represent each other. He fucked up so bad to the point, and there's other things too. How did I get? Okay, bye. I'm sorry. You were a bystander. I tried shooting him. The bullet hit you.
Stupid. She's sweet though.
The
She's sweet,
sweetest.
yeah.
And that's why I feel so bad. She probably hates me. Probably will never talk to me a day in her life, and she doesn't have to, because that song's gonna live on for like forever. Every single concert I ever do, I'm coming out to that song.
No.
Every song.
Nah, you'll get better songs.
No,
We
but
can
that's
let
gonna be
it
the
go.
opener.
You can let it go.
Look how hard it starts. Watch.
No,
Watch it.
I've heard it.
No, but you have to hear the intro. The intro, it knocks. Watch.